Hello, everybody. Welcome to Therapy Sessions with the writers and producers of the album. We are in London. Well, I'm not, but the other two guests that I have are in the UK. We have Lady V once again.
Hi, I'm in Kent actually.
There you go, in Kent. And then we have Sam. Welcome, Sam. Good to have you.
Yo, how you doing? You good?
Yes, we're doing very well, and
Good, man.
we're excited to go over these songs. We did two songs together, and we'll go over track 2 from the album first, which was "You Worry," is the first song we all did together. I'm gonna play a little bit of that right now. This one is so groovy and good. Here we go. Oh wait, I need to share my. I always forget this to share my screen. Or like the sound. So here we go. Share sound, and here is "You Worry."
Sitting in rooms talking about me, spending my money on a little therapy. Sometimes you do what you gotta do. Sometimes you win even when you lose. Not saying I'm perfect, I make mistakes. I don't always know which door to take. Might take me longer than it does for you, but everybody loves the scenic route. I hear voices telling me that I could do better. I make my chances 'cause I wanna do it my way. I've known me for as long as I remember. I can say living life in a bubble.
All right, there's enough of that to go
What tune?
about it.
That's
So
a vibe. That's a vibe, right?
it is a total vibe. So and great work. This was so fun to do with both of you. I was a little nervous going in at first. You know, you never know what
Because I bigged up Sam so much.
you did. I felt really nervous going in with you, Sam, because V talked you up so much, and I was like, oh man.
Yeah, she has a habit of doing that and then puts me under immense pressure in every session.
You always perform. It's okay.
Yeah, I'm always like,
You know, but it didn't disappoint though. This is such a fun song to do, and I actually have some video from that session as we were working on it. I'll show a little bit of that in a bit. First, let's talk about how this song. Does anyone remember how, like, where this groove began and where this lyric began? We were talking about therapy, and that's the first two lines in the song are saying that. Sitting in rooms talking about me, spending my money on a little therapy. It's pretty fun.
Bubble. I can actually the bubble. I have to, from my perspective, I know where that comes from because you know my friends Ferdy and Zoe. They actually always say it's better to live life in a bubble. And so as long as we're living lives in our bubbles and living the way we want to be, we'll always be happy. And it's okay to do that. No one needs to worry about you if you're doing that. So that's where the lyric, that bubble came from. Yeah.
Well, you know.
Got anything to say on this song?
And Sam's got that. He's got a little bit of a light.
Yeah, sorry, I've got like this one beam that kind of
okay.
glows up my forehead.
I get it in the evening. I'm lucky, you know, it's 4-ish your time, but it's in the morning my time. Otherwise, I would have the same thing if we were all. What was fun is I feel like I was talking about one of my experiences learning about myself with this song, and so we just said, you know, let's just talk. What was fun, V, is that you just turned it very playful, the lyrics. I remember, because you're just like sitting in rooms talking about me, spending my money on a little therapy. That was pretty funny when that came out. And then, but in the pre-chorus when it goes, I hear voices, I love that.
Oh.
Telling me that I can do better.
You know, we've got the good and the bad in here as well. Again, that thread of our thinkings. I know we think like that. Sometimes you win even when you lose, because that's the truth. Sometimes situations don't happen, and it's meant to be that way, and it's better in the long run.
Yeah.
So I believe that's a good thing.
Right.
We got here. Yeah, we're not saying we're perfect. We make mistakes.
Yeah.
I don't know which door to take. It might take me longer than it does for you. Yeah, that's it. Because everyone has to take their own journey. And it's not about keeping up with somebody or competing. It's just about living your own life. And don't get stressed if I'm not running 1,000,000 miles an hour. I'll be fine.
Right.
Absolutely.
Some things it takes longer to figure out. Like maybe something comes more easily to one person and it takes a lot longer for someone else to figure it out because they're not on the same, well, their minds don't work the same for one, which I think is the biggest thing that I've had to learn, because I would always compare myself to other people. And so I'd be like, oh, they have their life figured out, or they know this and that, and I have no idea. And then I'd be like, why am I so messed up? Why am I so flawed? And
yeah, but is that flawed, or is the person who thinks they know everything and know where they're going flawed? Because it's all about the journey, isn't it? And experiencing life. A little question to the table.
I don't think it's either person is wrong necessarily, other than me maybe comparing myself, saying, why am I not like them?
That's not good.
So but I think it gives you perspective. When you ask that question, it helps you go and talk to someone you trust, or to a therapist or a psychologist, and they give you the perspective that you need and say, actually, you know what, here's a bigger picture, and here's how you should look at your situation. So so this song, what I like about it too is it's got that cool, I almost feel like it's not so much like island feel, but I feel a little bit of that reggae vibe to it, and it's just laid back, and it's kind of like, you know what? You know, it's all good. I'm feeling good. It's a total feel good vibe.
It meanders along in a very pleasant way.
Yes.
I love the also the I hear voices. It makes you sound a little schizophrenic. Which I think is really funny.
Well, I do hear voice. I mean, not in the sense, I do, one of my family members does have schizophrenia. So it's like, I'm not like,
not joking about that.
I don't hear it like the way that he does, but as I still hear a lot of thoughts, a lot of, these thoughts talking to you saying, you could be better. You shouldn't be this. You're lousy. You're dumb. You're stupid. You're a failure. You'll never amount to, like, just constantly saying things. So that's where this line hints to a lot of that self talk, where it's you questioning, or is just talking down on yourself.
I think everybody's doing that right now, David, because we don't know when we're really coming. I mean, they're letting people out, but there's no cure. Nothing has changed. I mean, we don't know when we're going to be able to do gigs again. We don't know when the live circuit's opening up. We don't know when we're going to be back in the studio with people. I mean, there's so much uncertainty that it's inevitable that people are going to be questioning things. And even for that reason, this lyric's quite nice.
It is.
Don't worry about me. And to myself, don't worry about me as well. It's going to, life will be as it's meant to be.
Right. So look, you know what, before I pull up the videos, why don't we look at the chorus real quick again with that first line, because I love this. Let me see.
Maybe Sam's got the session there and he can like show us some of the production bits, because he's got such good.
So the chorus, yeah,
or just any sounds you want to show in breakdown mode.
Well, the first thing I played was the actual just the chords. It was just this nice little kind of this nice real simple progression, which kind of, I think I was listening to a lot of Tears for Fears at that time, that particular song.
Nice.
Where,
great band.
Everybody Wants to Rule the World, and I remember just hearing that like, I was like, that's cool. And then I just kind of was messing around with them, and then it was like,
Never knew that.
I love that.
That makes it even more special now,
just that. which is basically like a add 11 down to a G add 9, then coming back to a D major, like constant pedal of D major, like that's always existent, and then you get that kind of, you know.
Oh, that's awesome.
So yeah, and then I remember we just looped that for ages, and then you know.
That's
the rest
great,
Sam. And then the pre-chorus, we needed like a switch up, didn't we? And that's where this came.
Oh,
so good.
Which is just some crazy voicings that don't normally belong anywhere near a pop record, but I thought it felt like it.
that would be
Great.
beautiful. Sang just with a piano and a vocal.
Right.
I would love to hear this song just with those pianos and the voice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Really beautiful version.
We should do it. We should give it a
Maybe
try.
Yeah.
to send you the piano and then you could just record it live.
That'd be cool. Stripped down version.
Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, those are the chords, and then the drums that didn't like wanted to have this feeling that obviously, you know, it was leaning a little bit in the like trap territory, but not being anywhere in there, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? So what we ended up with was, sorry guys. And I tuned the snare so it's the same. So every time the snare hits, it's always dum, like the dum, 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 you know.
Cool.
So you get that kind of.
I love it.
I can say
Play that, would you?
But yeah, it's a really nice groove. And then obviously, having said leaning into that kind of trap area, then obviously, you know, you've got to have a disgusting 808 that's, you know.
I can hear that quietly, yeah, like a sub.
Yeah. But yeah, and then just like the rest was just kind of a lot of atmospherics and nice pads to go with those chords that kind of, I took each chord and then reversed it back round and then applied some like RC20 and a few little gizmos to it, this kind of stuff.
Nice.
got a lot to learn about me. That's okay.
What about BB Sam? What about BBs and stuff and the vocal effects?
Oh yeah, we had quite a few layers. So let's just look here. Let's see here. So yeah, that was the lead.
I've known me for as long as I remember. I can say, living life in a box.
And then that was what the next layer was. Double.
I've known me for as long as I remember.
And there was.
I've known me for as long as I remember. I can say, living life in a bubble. So comes with its troubles. I still gotta.
That's some really unusual harmonies in there.
I love hearing these
For
things.
as long as I remember, I can say, living life in a bubble. So comes with its
Ooh, like super really weird. It's like this
Brandy. Very
little moments
brandy.
of flash, but then
Okay.
resolve. You know. Like the
I remember referencing Post Malone a bit with this.
Yeah, with the
Very,
kind of.
very R&B.
Now in the chorus after, why I am the way I am, so don't you worry about me. Ya da da da.
Oh yeah.
So everybody watching, that was all three of us doing that at the end. Ya da 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 da. Ya da 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 da.
I think I have that channel. Hang on.
That was fun. What's hearing?
I feel like
I put this effect on it, like formatted up, like sent it to this other channel where the format went up, so you get this slight sort of juvenile sort of kid.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
Okay, so going into that, I have the footage because I was recording a little bit of when we were recording those.
Oh, nice.
So let me pull that up. I'm gonna share the screen here.
This is being so much fun doing these. Just to like listen to the track broken down is so magical. See like the bits, and then David keeps surprising me with these videos.
Yeah.
Can you see that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got ponytail.
Wow, because this was in my old studio.
This was.
Yeah.
Oh, in your old studio.
Yeah, this was in Archuleta.
What, down in the basement?
Yeah.
You were band leader.
I had to keep doing that, and also we had to record that like so many times because we kept doing different tones. Like, oh, I'm gonna be like more annoying now, and I'm gonna be more low pitched.
We did. You're right.
So you're like, so one person's going la la la, and then.
That was really
good. Oh yeah, you were facing like away because there were some times when we like faced that way or that way, right? As we were.
Yeah, that was it.
Oh.
And I was really self-conscious. My voice was going to be too loud and too audible, so I was like, I'm going to go against the wall.
I think this was, we changed.
Oh.
Wow.
So we didn't have this part yet.
Well, that old studio was super DIY, man.
And so,
I know. I guess what I'm laughing at, Sam.
Like held together by duct tape, you know.
Can I just ask? So, David, did we do both sessions in that studio?
No, we did.
No.
We did need it in my new
Yeah,
place.
that was in the other one. I was going to say.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that takes me back. That one.
Yeah.
So it took us a while to figure out what we were gonna do on the post, in the post chorus, because there was a time when, why I am the way I am, so don't you worry about me. And instead of the yat da 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 das, we had an oh 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 oh.
Gosh.
That rings a bell, yeah.
Yeah, it does to me too. God, yeah,
I like it.
But
Damn, we should have kept that one.
No, I think the yataras give it just something. It makes it different. Like,
yeah.
Kind of like what's going on? It's.
What's nice about it is they all hit on the same beat. So when we go, why I am the way I am, don't you da 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 da. So that's all like all reflected in the production as well. So you just miss out that of the one, and it just gives it that slight jarring effect for you. You know, so the kick is
when it
coming
hits
off
like
the
that. It's so good. It's so good.
All the little things that you just don't even know that are in the making of a song, like the fact that we went then, and it's nice to be able to share these.
Right. Yeah, it's fun. Fun times. Well, I mean, the last thing I did want to say is, so the line in the chorus, let me go to that really quick here. I just wanted to talk. So that line, I just want to give a little bit of the backstory on that as well, because I was talking about, it wasn't technically an actual therapy session I had, but I was having an acting class with my friend Ana Feleo, who's an acting coach, but she uses like the subconscious part of your mind. She digs deep. It's like a therapy session, and in acting classes, people let out all these emotions, and people even start crying and stuff because just all these emotions flow out. But when we were going through an exercise, she got into a part of my mind that I didn't even realize was there. And she asked me, she's like, so how long have you known David?
Oh, yes. Yes. And I was laughing because I thought that was brilliant.
And so I said, well, I've known me for as long as I can remember.
That's right. I was killing myself laughing. I was like, we have to put that in.
Yeah. So I love that you said, let's put it into the song. So that was fun.
I remember I was giggling because I just think,
There's another little fun fact about that song. But was there anything else? Here comes a train's coming. So.
I love the bridge. Can we just look at the bridge quickly?
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, let's look at that real quick.
Vocals, because they're so beautiful.
Let me see. Oh, have you got it, Sam?
Oh no, you go. I was just going to get ready to dissect it a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but do you want to play it out first?
Is that I gotta do what my heart needs to, and I know I'm heading where I need to go. I've known me for as long as I remember. I can say,
all right.
Living life in.
So
That's good. Let's have a listen. Can we please, sir?
So yeah, guys. And then yeah.
So good.
Sam, seriously, for me, there's something about your chords, and I always say this to you. They make me just go.
That's it. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
There's a longing in them, isn't it? That's what is beautiful. There's a longing. So it's like saying, all I know is I got to do what my heart needs to, but it's like there's a sad edge to it.
Yeah.
Do with a positive, and that's what I particularly liked was that.
Yeah.
Combo.
Yeah, that was great. And then and then the song just goes back to the bum, bum, bum,
Oh yeah.
And then what I love hearing is like the little lift at the end as well, as the song ends. I'll pull that up real quick as well, just because I love listening to the end for just that purpose. Let me see.
Yeah, it's just like the cool down.
Yeah. I just like how it lifts right there. Oops, sorry, that's my other song. But so that's just another thing I like about the song at the end.
Good job, guys. Good.
Yeah.
Job well done, everybody.
Yeah. I love it.
Yeah, some of the chords remind me a little bit of the song "Jealous" by Labyrinth. I'm jealous of the wind.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but they're just beautiful
I love that song.
chords.
Yeah, well, I think that it's just the beautiful chords. There's a lot of soul in the chords that Sam. What's so cool because it's like it's pop and people are grooving and stuff, but there's such musical, soulful things in there. I love the combo.
Like when you're writing with certain people, like it. That's why I like working with. Like the reason I recommended these three guys, and obviously Sam's here at the moment, but is because their chords are so beautiful and emotive. Because I've worked with people as well, and it's not a disrespectful thing in any way, because other people would hear those chords and they'll be like, oh yeah, this one really makes me move. But for other people, it doesn't. There are certain types of chords that work for some people more than other chords. Do you know?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
That, David?
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest, I over embellish everything anyway because I'm a huge jazz fan, and so I hate triads, so I'm like I always trying to sneak in just that one extra note. So instead of being like, I want to be like.
Oh, Oh, see, for me, I love that.
Add a couple of like little extra like 11s or 9s, and suddenly you're like, oh, you've taken to a slightly warmer place, richer.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, job well done.
And you, man.
Yes, this is a great song. I love it. Well, thanks everyone for tuning in to this song, and thank you to Lady V and to Sam Brennan. Am I saying your last name correctly?
Brennan, yeah.
Okay, just want to double check. So it's Lady V and Sam Brennan on You Worry. There's a look into it. And thanks everybody for watching us. We will see ya.